What's up, Springfield Nation? Steve Leslie, YSA Live, the home of Springfield football, and we are very proud of it. Player profile, playoff style, Springfield local senior Lukas Yemma. First of all, Lukas, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, let's dive into a little thing here for Springfield Nation. Lukas Yemma, you're a senior, wide receiver, DB. I know it's a fun offense to play with. I watch in the studio. A coach is a cousin of mine, so I follow the Tigers closely. But before we get into any football, let's give a shout out to Lukas. Talk a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your family, and we'll go from there.
I have a great family. Can't thank my parents enough for teaching me about worth ethic. And my uncle has always pushed me to be the best. I got cousins who graduated, played football. They always push me because they want me to do better than them. And yeah, shout out to my whole family, really.
Well, shout out to the family. I know, Lukas, they're awful proud of you. It leads me kind of into my first question. Last year, you guys go on a run that a community I know soaked up and enjoyed for a second. And then senior year comes along. You're working out. You're ready to go. You're ready to be that senior. And unfortunately, COVID hits. Take me through that process, what it means to be a senior, and in the long run, be able to do something that this senior group loves to do, play football.
It's great. Everything's just like I expected it to be. The coaches love me. I appreciate it a lot. We're still getting pushed the same. COVID's really had no impact on us, really. And it's just been nice. Not a big difference for me. Feels great.
That's good to hear. And I've talked with Coach each week, and he's talked about that. He doesn't see a whole lot of differences with the COVID affecting this Springfield team. Do you think that's because you were so close as a group and those extra weeks of practice for this whole football team coming into play, especially in this tough situation?
Yeah, like we were all so close when we were young during the Little Tiger days, 4th grade. And I just think that's really helped because we've always stayed together. We consider each other family, not friends, more than teammates. And yeah, that does it. It's just we've always been close.
Well, we're proud to be a part of Springfield football. We have a bye week this week. We'll get into those conversations. We're with Lukas Yemma, senior profile. He's a wide receiver DB on a very talented football team. And this Coach's Corner, Lukas, is sponsored by WRS Insurance Solutions. They are proud to be a home of Springfield football. So let's dive into the senior class a little bit. We're doing 3 of you tonight. Brady, Brungard, and Colson Cortez. Different group, 2 linemen, and we get a skilled guy and yourself. So how close? Talk about this senior group. Talk about how important it is, because there's still a lot of young kids that are playing for this football team. How important is it for you seniors to continue to be leaders?
It's very important because we can't act like it's our last game, technically, because there's younger guys that still got a lot of games left, and we want to set the tone and show them that we have to practice hard no matter what, never be satisfied. Because there's freshmen that stand around sometimes and like they'll be like, I just want practice to be over. We're like, no, you never know like how fast time flies, and it's just very important. We like setting the example.
Well, that's a great answer. And is there anybody that this group leaned off of maybe to learn from in years that you guys have been playing a quality program that has won for years? Any past group that you kind of picked up a few things of, or is this a group that kind of takes care of the things on their own?
Definitely last year. We got close with a lot of the upperclassmen. We've had pointers. We've had other coaches talk to us, and it's just fantastic. Like I've never felt such a bond in my life between a group of friends. Like I said, it just feels like family, and it's all great.
Well, that's good to hear, and I'm sure that those group of seniors that were on that team last year, that was a season that all of you will remember and talk about for the rest of your lives. Hopefully, this year, one more week, Lukas. We're good. We're hoping one more week and one more win to get what I think this team definitely is able to do. So you get to the state championship game last year. The game ends, and I remember listening to Sean a little bit. I remember specifically, I want to say, an interview that I heard Coach Brungard talk. Take me where you were after that game, this senior group. Did you know right then and there on that bus ride home that you thought that there was some unfinished business for this senior group?
Oh, yeah. It definitely left a chip on our shoulder. And it just helped a little bit more when I heard my upperclassmen friends say, you have to finish the job next year. I think that just hit home. And, like, I'm proud to keep on working for it. We're still hungry, and everyone knows that Springfield football is coming.
Do you talk about it a lot, or is it something that you really don't have to say? You know what's out there for this football team.
Yeah, I don't talk about it that much. We don't really talk about it. We like keeping in the back of our heads that we didn't come out on top last year. So we don't really use it in a positive way, like, ooh, we went to state. Like, we made it to the point where, wow, we lost in state. We got to get back and win that. We have to make it there.
Well, it was a great year, no doubt. This year's a great year. We're with Lukas Yemma. WRS Insurance Solutions is the sponsor. We're the home of the Tigers all season on 100% Live. We'll be able to stream the playoff games, which we're proud of, Lucas, with the attendance and things. We've got good response from Springfield Nation. So 6-0 regular season. Football team played very well. I watched a lot of the games in studio on Friday night. A lot of things I see this football team continue to get better at, and talking with Sean. Your opinion of the 6-0 regular season, and maybe some things you want to see this team continue to improve on.
Honestly, we've been doing the same stuff every week. Sure, we make adjustments to certain teams because every team plays different. But I feel like if we keep keeping the same energy, like this bye week of practice, you'd be surprised. We've been working really hard, and I just feel like if it stays the same way, then we're gonna keep going.
Well, that's all this team continues to do, and I know, Coach, and you talk about that a little bit. This staff is a very good staff. We talked off air. You had a lot of great things to say about your football staff. I know how important this football team is to those coaches too. I'll give you the other end of that, but talk as a player how important it is to know you have a coaching staff that has your back, not only on the football field, but in everyday life as a Springfield Tiger.
It just makes me feel like I'm not alone with my stuff. I love getting pointers. I love listening. If I do something wrong, I'd love to be told I'm wrong, use it as fuel to fix it the next time. And that's how it's been really my whole life. Same with everything outside of football too. Just if I'm doing something wrong, I want to be fixed so I never make that mistake again.
Well, you got a good staff to learn from, and you've done quite well. So let's jump in. Look, wide receiver, senior. This has to be a fun offense to play on. It has to be. It has to be. Talk about how exciting it is to be in a huddle with an offense that on any play can hit a home run.
It's just a fantastic feeling because we have such a good line, a lot of experience. If it weren't for them, we probably wouldn't be able to get a lot of those plays you talked about. We have a very good quarterback, and our skill guys, phenomenal. Anybody can catch the ball at any time. You hear every night there's a different person getting touchdowns, and it's all said and done just because of the linemen as well. They help us a lot with that category.
Yeah, your offensive line, we've talked in studio, Lucas, and the scoreboard show a lot. One of the more physical lines in our area, no question. And you know what? A great offense, as you said it. Without a good offensive line to give time to throw, how important is it? You guys have so many weapons offensively. Like, if a team wants to get up and play your pass game, you're physical enough to just line up and smack the football with your running backs. That's the most impressive thing to me.
That's right. Yeah, it's very important, especially because they are very reliable. Like, I like to call them Mr. Reliable. Both of them. I say it to both of them. And yeah, it's just put so much trust into them, and I know they're going to do good.
Well, there's no doubt. But the thing that I think, I don't want to say backseat because that's a bad word, but your defense, and you play DB, you do a good job in the secondary. Your schedule has prepared you. I remember with Sean, and one of the things I asked him, I think, Lucas, it was the Lowville game with Balone at quarterback. Very good quarterback. He throws the ball very well. I thought, and when I talked with Sean, that was a good game for you guys to see that spread stuff. How important has it been? You guys have played against, you've talked about this, you played against some different schemes. This has you prepared for this playoff trip.
It's very good that we experienced it and got it out of the way, because they got a couple long shots on us that a lot of teams are too scared to take, or they just don't do it because they don't trust the passing game like enough. But yeah, it's very important. And after that game, for sure we were practicing it because we want to make sure that doesn't happen again if we want to be a good contender.
Well, that's what good teams do. We're with Lukas Yemma, senior player profile, wide receiver DB, senior, one of the leaders of the Tigers. on YSN Player Profile, sponsored by WRS Insurance Solutions. We'll have the game 2 weeks, the 17th. You're going to play the winner of Western Reserve, Columbiana. I know this football team doesn't really look at who you're going to play. I would say you're more worried about the Springfield Tigers, what you need to do. But let's jump into this week, the bye week. How has it been for this football team? Talk about that a little bit.
It's actually been pretty good. Sure, we can mix in a little bit of fun, but we really.
Coach Guerrero has fun?
Yeah, you believe it or not, he does. He's pretty positive.
Okay.
It's been great. It's honestly like any other week. We're fixing a lot of stuff up. We're still running everything at full speed, no breaks. Everything's the same pretty much. I don't think it's any different, and I don't think we want to treat it any different than any other game week.
Well, there you have it. We'll have the winner. They will play the winner of Western Reserve and Columbia at Springfield. It'll be on ysnlive.com/Springfield. And remember, fans, it's $12 to get in. The state of Ohio charges it. Springfield will be limited with tickets, so we'll be the home at $9.99. Make sure you help out Springfield Nation, buy the ticket, watch the game, and the 25% goes back to the school. Lukas, before I let you go, we're going to play a little rapid fire. I'll ask you a couple quick questions, no wrong answers, whatever pops in your mind. But first one I got to go to. One word to describe Coach Guerrero.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, and very interesting, I'm sure, in many ways, which maybe off air we could sit down, or hopefully after you win a state championship, we could think of. But I know you say interesting because you've said it before, because he cares in many, many ways and spends a lot of time with you guys. So that's a great answer. All right. Favorite color Gatorade?
Blue.
Okay. Blue. Let's go. Lukas's game night music to get himself hyped up.
I'm a big fan of Last Breath by Future.
Okay. That's a good answer. I like that. Favorite class at Springfield that you've had or have?
Probably this one knitting class we do. It's a shocker. It's a knitting class, but I like it. It's teaching me how to do some things that who knows, I might need it in life.
There's no doubt. And that's a great answer. Knitting, good hands, wide receiver, fix. It all mixes in, right? Okay, so off of that, your favorite teacher you've had at Springfield?
Coach Guerrero.
Okay. What's he teaches?
He does health and phys ed.
Health and phys ed.
I've had him for both.
Okay, so that's a good answer. Shout out to Coach Guerrero. He's your favorite teacher, so get him the ball. So we do remember that. Favorite pro football team?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh. I'm a Browns guy, so you've beaten us for pretty much your whole life, so I can accept that answer. All right, favorite college?
I'm a big OSU guy. I like Ohio State.
I think this Ohio State team is going to come out with a little bit of mission.
Oh, yeah.
This could be, hopefully on your end of it, this could be, let's hope, a Springfield championship and Ohio State championship. That'd be a great senior year for you.
It would be great.
All right, let's go. Your future goals when you get out of Springfield. What does Lukas want to do? Any idea?
I'm undecided right now. I don't know. I've been doing some aptitude tests.
Okay.
Like feeling some stuff out, but yeah, I'm unsure as of now.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I think you're a talented football player. Any desire to continue the football career?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Right. Keep making catches and get your name out there, and let's see what happens. I think I've watched you. You have some skills on the football field that I think can help a college out in a long way. All right, last thing before I let you go. And first of all, you've been a pleasure to talk to. I love doing these because kids represent, in your situation, their community so well. And Springfield High School, you are one of those first-class kids on this football team. I know that's one of the reasons why this program does so well year in and year out.
Thank you.
What do you want to see this football? I think I know your answer, but how do you want this to end?
Holding the #1 trophy above our heads.
And let's be honest, I'm not. There's a lot of teams that say that, and maybe I don't want to say don't mean it, but it's pretty far-fetched. I know this group believes that because I know that you know you're talented enough to do that. That's what I love about that answer. So. From YSN standpoint, I can't wait for this Tiger run. I can't wait to watch you guys continue on and hopefully carry that state championship trophy on that final week and bring it back to a community that loves watching Springfield Tigers play football. So on behalf of DJ and myself and all of us at YSN, Lucas, first of all, thanks for joining us on a not school night. Obviously, this will be up on the site, and Springfield Nation, be proud of Lukas Yemma. You got a good one. Let's go win a state championship, but I know you guys know better than anybody, 1 week at a time. Let's go get the win for that Western Reserve Columbiana game and go from there. So best of luck. Congrats on a great regular season, and good luck in this playoff stretch. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All righty. Have a good night.
You too.